Okay,
Yeah.
here's a question. This kind of ties into Arc Raiders as well. Obviously, we're kind of hot on the Arc Raiders at the moment. But
Yeah.
is that kind of game a game where you're chasing health bar numbers? Or is it a game where you don't know what the enemy's got? You just have to fight until the death?
Nah, from what I've seen. I mean, obviously, there's no UI realistically. They don't show much, but
Yeah, that's fair. So it's still early-ish.
but I look honestly, one of those sort of games, it would probably no, Spider-Man had health bars. Yeah, I'd
So
say they would.
I saw a post about it the other day, and it's about the devs of Arc Raiders not liking games where you're chasing health bars and chasing numbers because it basically turns the game into a spreadsheet. And I read that
Mm,
and I was like, holy shit, that's actually
mm,
bang on.
it does,
And then
yeah.
I was kind of like, whoa, that's possibly the reason why I haven't enjoyed the likes of like Division 2 and a few other things I've played over the last couple of years because you're literally trying to optimize too much.
Mm,
And like Destiny's a bit different because obviously we've got a lot of history with that game. And obviously a lot of you got like yourself and a couple of other guys have a very deep understanding of how everything works, so on and so forth, which is great. That makes it a bit easier for someone like me to come in and actually participate in a raid and have a good time and actually be able to be relevant, which was awesome the last time we did. I can't remember what that raid was. But the Div 2, Div 2 for me was literally just a case of you have to have this gun, you have to do this, blah, 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 blah. And it's just, again, it's that spreadsheet of this gun does this damage and you
yeah.
have to use this gun for this, blah, blah. Now,
Yep.
Arc Raiders doesn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the things that's part of why I think it's immersive and enjoyable because you just don't know. I
Yeah,
haven't taken on a Rocketeer yet. So I'm like,
that's true.
that's going to be fun when we eventually do
Yeah.
have what we think is good enough gear to take on a Rocketeer. Realistically, we probably could do it now.
Oh
Probably want
yeah,
a Hull
100% we could.
Cracker.
Yeah, well, whole crackers now we have in
But you know,
groups. We do
I was
have.
more curious, like for a game like
Yeah.
Wolverine, do you reckon they go?
No, no, no. I see. So I think so. Marvel Wolverine, from what I've gathered, it looks pretty. I'm not sure if it's the same devs that did Spider Man. I don't know the devs. I've looked into it more. But the it didn't have numbers as such. It still had sort of health bars above the enemies. No, it didn't. It didn't. You kind of gotta actually no. In those games, sorry, you don't. You actually get a sound cue to know that you've knocked them out. So
Right.
more of a big, powerful punch. You kind of start to understand kind of how many punches it takes, I guess.
Yep.
But what it does do is on the side is they create a combo. So you keep the combo alive by chaining things together. So that is your number chase. Your
Okay.
chase is based on a counter or combo.
It's not about how
So
much health this dickhead has.
exactly, it's
All right.
based on the
I
side of
like
a
that.
brawler. So it's more like your old school, side scroller brawlers
Yes.
where you kind of like, yeah, I've got combo, like I can, yeah.